My house is kind of dark, so I thought the lighting would be best out here. Even when I put on all of my lights, it just looks so artificial and terrible inside my house.
Oh no, I know. I love the natural lighting. There's nothing wrong with that. Sun is the best lighting for pictures and everything else. And how you doing this wonderful day?
I'm wonderful, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Enjoying Father's Day as we're recording this and everything, and relaxing. And I get to give myself a special Father's Day present by interviewing you, because
Yeah, finally.
yes, I finally caught up with you, and I can see why. Because it seems like to be a busy lady and everything. And I did my research, and I'm gonna start off like this. With you, what's your favorite part about being in the business?
Quite literally, my favorite part is my ability to be a full-time mom.
Mm-hmm.
The obvious answers are there. The job is super fun. And
Mm-hmm.
whether I'm alone or I'm with people, there's so many added benefits. But quite honestly, the biggest thing is that my kids see me morning, noon, and night, and I can do what I
Mm-hmm.
want with my schedule and be the type of parent I want to be.
So basically, you're a full timer per se.
Yeah, for sure. That's brand new this year.
Yes.
So I'm entering year three, I guess, or
Mm-hmm.
like the second half of, of year two. I'm almost at year three,
Mm-hmm.
but I've only been full time since February of this year.
But see, that's actually cool because to me, it takes a lot to do full time. That's one.
Yeah.
So people can understand that it's not that easy. It ain't that simple. But even more so, the fact that you did it by year three is actually pretty good. You feel what I'm
Well,
saying? Because no, seriously, because I tell people if you're doing the same shit you were doing in year one, you need to rethink your shit.
yeah, for sure.
Period. And so for you being a full timer, what at what point did you say, fuck, let me just do this full time? I'm already killing this shit right
When the my day job was making me unwell,
now. Mm-hmm.
and it was starting to impact the progress of this.
Mm-hmm.
Because I used to be in real estate, and even though the money was great, I could never complain about it. I was physically unwell the entire
Mm-hmm.
time.
Mm-hmm.
And this does not drain me in that way. And I mean, the physical and mental drain is so little in comparison. This job makes me very happy. I meet a lot of people that are just like looking to connect with someone that just wants
Mm-hmm.
to talk. I meet so many cool people. So it was an easy decision for me once I saw myself
Yeah.
getting healthier the more time I spent here.
Now I know what many of the smokers are saying. Damn, she was in real estate. Yes, people get tired of shit. People, yes, they do, they do.
Yeah,
Period.
yeah.
And you got to the point money wise where you can project and see that okay, I can do this full time and it'll work. You feel what I'm coming from?
Yeah, for sure. No, I won't front, like this jump from leaving the day job to doing this has had its aches and pains.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and for sure I've had some unforeseen bumps in the road finance wise, but
Mm-hmm.
it's part of it. That's like part of having the cojones to run a business. You got to face that shit.
Oh yeah, it gonna be some months it's good, some months it ain't.
Yeah.
Period. And then too, what people like, the more money is made over time.
Hmm.
Period, and everything. So we're gonna get to all that. So let me speak to these smokers. How you doing, smokers? And welcome to the Smokers Lounge. You know who I am. I'm your wonderful host, Kavanaugh, the Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. And you know what you need to do. You can find all my links with one link, allmylinks.com/ porn rap star. I got four wonderful sponsors that's bringing you this wonderful podcast. First one being the House of Dope Magazine Game, RossSimpsonMagazine.com. Next up, award winning, award nominating, voiceover with smut, and they got a wonderful virtual reality side of their website. I'm talking about none other than blushrocker.com. And for your candle needs, got you covered. Whether you want the freaky shit or you just want some shit to smell good, the Kinky Candle Company. Link in the description. And for your legal needs, check out the Queen of Law herself, Mitchell Ferrari. She is a wonderful lady and she will help you in every which way when it comes to legal aid. Links in the description. Also, you can find me 5 days out the week in the mornings at fullswapradio.com. Also, check me out on skyheartafterdarktv.com as well as the BGP LLC app. Now, I'm going to sit back and let this gorgeous, tattooed, beautiful, big booty, and bubbly personality that don't let them glasses fool you. She might make you bust your load real fast.
Real
Introduce
fast.
herself. Go ahead, tell me who is, baby.
My name is Dacey Belle. I live in New York City or near New York City.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the business when I was 18 years old till I was 21. Took a break, did the white picket fence thing. Now I'm entering year three of being in the modern day virtual world. And you could find me at daceybell.com. All my links are there.
Oh my goodness. So you had two stints. This is stint number two for you.
Yes. So when I was younger, I was with a company exclusively. I went by a different name, and I didn't have this like tumultuous experience that some young girls say that they had. I had a really wholesome experience. They paid my college tuition. They made sure I studied. They never
Mm-hmm.
gave me drugs or alcohol. They were so good to me. But the guy who owned the company passed away from Lou Gehrig's disease.
Oh
Uh,
damn.
the the company got sold off, and I never, I went off and got married and had
Mm-hmm.
kids. I went to college,
So
and
so
I'm back.
so so let's go back. Let's go back to what got you into the business and that first stint. Let's unpack that first stint before we go to stint two.
Um, that's an interesting question. Sometimes when people ask me, I uh, I don't know. I've always been drawn to the industry.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to be part of production and management, really.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought there was like a lack of women representing women in maybe a
Yeah.
managerial or safety briefing sense, or like
Mm-hmm.
just how to have like better, safe fun. And I've always been interested since I'm like way too young to watch.
Feel you on that. So when you decided to get in, how did you go about getting into it back then? Because it was different getting into the
It
business
was,
back then versus now.
it was. But there's always been this website, sexyjobs.com.
That let me know
Um,
your age. That let me know your age. But go ahead, go ahead,
Yo,
go ahead.
actually, my birthday's in 2.5 weeks. I don't hide my age at all. I'm about to be 41 years old.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I
I
was
don't have,
actually off. I was actually off. I was thinking 35. I was like, well, she at least 35. So she in the
well,
age
God,
bracket.
God bless you. Mama gave me stretchy skin. But
And to be honest with you, that's the only reason why I said 35 could listen to your voice because I would have thought younger.
I
But go ahead.
appreciate that. Uh, and I just started Googling, like, or I don't even think it was Google then. I can't even remember what it was. It
Nah,
was
it wasn't
like,
even Google.
it was like,
Damn.
I don't even know. It was I don't know. Maybe I was on AOL. Who
It,
knows? Like,
it probably towards the end, it was
or
probably
Internet
AOL,
Explorer, or Internet
Internet
Explorer.
Explorer, yeah,
Yeah,
AOL towards the end, then eventually a couple years later, Yahoo.
yeah. And it turned out that there was a company right like in my town where I went to high school, which was a very swift mistake that I made because uh, the local town people found out very quick. And at
Yeah.
18 years, at 18 years old, I wasn't prepared for what that was going to feel like. At
Mhm.
this age, the whole town, my whole family, everybody knows it doesn't affect me in the same way.
Yeah.
Like at all, really. I kind of like the
Yeah.
free marketing.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love the free
Yeah. Yeah.
marketing.
Because at this age, shame has left the building. It's
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
shame left the building. 18, you. Oh my God. They mad at
Yeah.
me. This age,
Well,
fuck you.
100%. At 18 years old, someone told my father. My father was super disappointed.
Yeah.
But at this age, it's kind of like she's willing to do anything to support the family, and
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah. That way it makes it be. So back on our journey. So you hooked up with the company. Tell us
Yeah,
your first shoot because I'm pretty sure this was paid gig because you wasn't doing
yeah.
content then. So
No, 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 no. Yeah, everything was paid. But it's embarrassing to say, like, I don't know if I really remember a ton about being there other than I was only with one dude.
mm,
I've only ever shot with one dude, one woman.
yeah,
Um, and it like was the same every single time. Just like
mm,
missionary, like boyfriend sex.
yeah,
Uh, but I mean, like, it was a long time ago for me. And
mm,
for a lot of years, I didn't think about it on purpose because I thought it was something that reflected negatively on me.
mm, mm.
But it's not at all. I embrace it now.
So now you stepped away from it and
Mhm.
everything. Did the white picket fence. What brought you back?
Huh. It's funny. I guess I'm going to be honest. My ex-husband straight up, as a joke, as we were getting divorced, said, "You should make an OnlyFans." And I said, "All right, bet, watch me." And when
Hold
it
on, hold on, hold on. Time out, time out, time out. Why did this sound familiar? Long relationship of marriage, divorce, OnlyFans swinging. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah,
I'm listening. I'm
yeah.
listening.
And once I started to get some traction, he was like, "Wait a second, I didn't mean do it this much." And it's like, well, it's too late now. And it's definitely been a point of contention, but that's exactly what started it. It was just kind of like, well, watch this. Like I couldn't hold back.
So with you, like, how did you go about finding the talent to work with the startup? Because of course girls start off by doing, solo, I guess.
Yeah.
Grab and everything. Um which you started off with solo, am I correct?
Yeah, and toy companies giving me stuff to review.
So you was already see, she was already expanding her brand, didn't even realize she was expanding her brand when she was expanding her brand. You feel what I'm coming from? This is shit we talk about in the premium smoke room. That's why I keep telling y'all, these women are smart. They're very
Yeah,
smart and savvy.
I think that a lot of the men like will make fun of us online and be like, "Oh, they're so dumb, they can't do anything else." But they don't realize that like every single product, every single thing I say has a tree branch that
Yeah.
is for sale.
Yeah, because Magic
Uh,
Montana, he got a deal with a toy company for male toys. Fuck
yeah,
with
yeah,
him.
yeah,
Yeah, that's real.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
But I didn't really get too crazy with looking for other people at first because I
Mm-hmm.
was I was afraid, and testing for like safe behavior is very expensive in New York, where I live. Right now, just to give some people some perspective, every single time I go to talent testing, it costs me $365 plus whatever travel it takes me to get around. It's a lot to be safe. So I was alone for a real long time, but then I hit Reddit. And
Mm-hmm.
Reddit is like sex worker mecca. It's like if people think that Twitter is good, it's like if you could follow rules and read instructions, Reddit is where it's at. And there's
I'm
pages
still
that are
trying to
straight.
learn Reddit my damn self. I'm just old. I'm sorry.
It's really complicated, and there's so many rules, and I get banned
Yeah.
from subreddits all the time, and I don't even know why. But um, But there was straight up like a page that said OnlyFans collab, and Laura Cross, God bless her soul, took a chance on me. She reached out to me. She does like fetish work, muscle
Yeah.
worship, girl wrestling, stuff like that.
Yeah.
She invited me, but we took like 4 months to get to know each other virtually for a
Mm-hmm.
while. And she came to a state that I could get to by train.
Mm-hmm.
And I met her, and she posted me one day, and it changed my whole
And
thing.
you blew up. And you blew up like hotcakes. Yeah, because it
I
was
don't,
like, so how soon did you started getting, because I'm pretty sure with you shoot with Laura, that attracted the big name male talent and creators to want to hit you up. I'm pretty sure.
but
Okay, put you in that circle.
I didn't start working with men, I guess, until like 8 months after that.
Mm-hmm.
or maybe a little, like 6 to 8 months after that, I started working with men. But men were hitting me up the whole time, like, "Hey, do you need a stunt dick? You need a stunt dick?" Like, I love
So
that phrase.
so you was doing really more girl fetish, the wrestling and stuff of that nature.
And
Okay.
toy and a lot of toy reviews. I don't have it anymore, but I used to have a big Amazon store where I resold all this stuff.
Mhm.
But I took it down. It was too much work for me on top of all this stuff.
Yeah. It's trust me. Even as podcasting, it drives me nuts sometimes. But I love doing it though. That's what it does. So when you finally decide to deal with dudes, how did you pick the dude you were going to deal with the first one?
So the
Because
very
because up until that point, like you doing girl on girls, so your fans are seeing that. So
yeah.
now this is your first boy girl scene that you about to put out. For a whole year to be seeing you wrestle, eat pussy, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Now
Yeah.
they're about to see you take a
So
real dick.
so it was kind of like a two-step process for me, and I'm going to explain why. So I wound up meeting some guy, just like in my regular dating life, who was a solo chatterbait model.
Okay.
And he was faceless because he had a job with a government office,
Mm-hmm.
and he wanted to make content with me though. So
Mm-hmm.
we made content together, but I noticed that people didn't really like the faceless stuff. They didn't give a shit, because
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't like he was an established faceless creator, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I stopped that for like quite a number of months. Then I met Bobby Gray, and
Mm-hmm.
I damn near fell in love with the man, and we started making content like rapidly, and um, and then I got invited to go to Vegas, and I worked with this guy Johnny Does Things, and he felt familiar for me because he's from New Jersey, where I'm from, and it's just like
Mm-hmm.
I started picking partners based on like actual chemistry, and
Mm-hmm.
it just started getting easier, and
Mm-hmm. And
I, I
see
have a
the
lot.
thing of it is you went from doing paid gigs to where I mean, of course, at first because you were just working with one woman and one man to now you're doing content trade.
Yeah,
So now because actually you get the opportunity with content trade to get to know your talent, have more of a choice, and of course if it doesn't hurt that you wouldn't mind fucking them. It's just you can just
yeah.
film it on camera. But um with you, how do you go about picking the guys that you work with? Like,
So
what did they have to bring to the table for them to do content trade with you?
So, right now, I no longer trade with strangers. The first interaction always involves a little bit of money because, not because I really care about the money, but because I find it weeds out the people that are just trying to bone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's just like a certain amount of guys like who just want to bone and they think you need videos that bad, but they're like, oh, you know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
if it's a person I don't know and they don't come on recommendation, and none of my girlfriends have worked with this person, I'll say, like, where's your TTS or your clear? Give me your
Mm-hmm.
QR code. I only work with those two companies right now. I don't mess with anybody else that has any other testing. I want
Mm-hmm.
to see that your testing matches my panel, right? Then I
Mm-hmm.
want to see your social links, and if you have a reference. And I kind of take it from there. Like I
Mm-hmm.
try to take the chemistry out of it up
Mm-hmm.
front. Like I
Yeah.
want to see, like, do you actively market the people that you
Mm-hmm.
work with? Are you healthy and have you been? And then I can take the conversation from the do's and don'ts
Yeah.
from there.
Yeah. No, because a lot of times females pick the male talent based off of how bad they want to fuck them, and they don't really grill them to see if it's worth the trouble. Because the simple
Yeah,
fact of like, it's nothing worse than y'all do this hot ass scene and he's not tagging you. It's nothing
yeah,
worse than you get with him and shit, he can barely perform. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that ladies had to take into account when they pick guys for content trade. Because let's keep it 100. Sometimes the shoot don't go as well. It
well,
happens.
yeah. I mean, listen, like I'll tell you what I think is worse. I was actually just talking about this with one of my girlfriends. Like, things happen on shoots, and that's
Yeah.
okay. like you can't predict a lot of that stuff. We're human beings. I don't even mind doing a reshoot if there's a problem sometimes. However, if you're just in it to give me a video and you, like you're saying, like you really don't post, you're not going to tag me and stuff. Like I don't need the video that bad then. Like most of us females are much, we're picking people based on the marketing and the chemistry is kind of second.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think a lot of these guys give us enough props on the internet, like the way we should be. Like, and we're always tagging the dudes.
Yeah, because see, the thing about it is, but see, I know why a lot of time because the dude is worried, which you know he can do about that. Women are going to make more money out of the business. If they see you on my site, they're going to Google Belle.
Yeah,
They're going to Google Belle. They going to forget about me. They're going to her shit. That's just life, you know. Period. And two, also, wouldn't you want to work with her twice?
yeah. You know what? Also, though, you know that's it's interesting you bring it up. But you know what I started doing with people to try to alleviate that is like if we are going to trade and you're worried about how like I'm automatically going to get more because I'm a woman, maybe we
Yeah.
split up the platforms. Maybe
Mm.
like you take clips for sale and I take many vids, and we don't got to compete on the same platforms.
He don't make money.
Yeah,
If he's
yeah.
making money, he's not worried about your money. I never worried once about your money. As I had girls say, "Is it okay if I post it tonight?" Please do, because they ain't thinking about this. They're still seeing you, and if they're seeing your face, and they see your face enough, they're gonna eventually go check out your shit. You know,
Yeah,
period.
you're right.
Because our money's made off of who we fuck. Y'all money's made off of y'all just fucking. It doesn't matter whether it's a dick attached or it's a dick that unattached. So
I do think the quality of the video matters though beyond just that though. Like I have a lot of really good videos that in person were amazing experiences for me, but you
yeah,
can't see shit in the videos,
hmm
so they don't sell.
yeah. And see, too, it's you understand that once you come from a certain level, you can't go below that level. If you do, you're hustling backwards, and it hurts your brand and your franchise. You know, period. Because even when I look at your feed, you give me model pictures. I hate when I go on the feed and all I see is videos of you sucking a dick and you getting fucked. You understand marketing, sexuality, because the ladies now are selling sex. They're not selling sexuality. The money's in selling sexuality. So with you, it's kind of like I know it's when you film your scenes. Um, you really understand working the camera, your angles, your looks, and the whole nine. Please speak to people when you're filming how much thinking go into you filming, even though you're in the middle of getting fucked.
Well, I think a lot of it is communication with your partner before, after, and during. You know, what I started to do, and shout out to Jason from New Daddies, who like really showed me like how much he goes into like setting up each camera and the communication. Like he puts the girl on the bed and like talks about what each camera is looking at. So like you already know that much. And uh to like have little cues with your partner, like if your partner is blocking something, to just be able to communicate with your partner without making it super obvious on camera is also really important
Mm-hmm.
because I think like sometimes it's really good and
Yeah.
like you start to get like swept away in it. And you gotta be like, move your head. Nobody can see your tongue or like whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like this. So I always talk about this when it comes to being on set, part of developing chemistry. When we on set, there's flirting that happens. Yes, it helps
Yeah.
to bring the chemistry. So what's some of the things that guys can do when it comes to help a lady relax, get her mental right for a shoot, especially when it comes to a content trade shoot, because this
Yeah.
game is actually mental in many ways.
Well, I'll tell you, my biggest complaint is like dudes on set don't give oral. Some
So
of them do. Dudes on set don't give oral to girls enough to make the sex good enough on camera. I'm saying it, dude. They think they. I I went to Las Vegas. I went to Las Vegas, the driest place in the whole world. Okay, and some dude wanted to like ram it in the second I got on set, and then like talked about me on Twitter about how I was dry. Like, boy, have you never been with a woman? Like, like I don't think men are giving enough to women on set to make them come hard enough in
But,
real
but but
life
you know
so that their
why?
body.
Because we're in the TikTok porn era, babe. We're in the era where these guys are seeing 30 seconds, a minute, 6 minutes. These videos that some of the videos actually they're purchasing. It ain't nothing but doggy style. He's pounding up this, that, and the
Yeah,
third.
but then that part don't gotta be on camera then. I mean, like, I think that men are expecting that women will give, and it's video, video, video. But like, if you don't make the woman feel sexy, wanted, hornier, wet, like, I mean, then like, you're only getting so much out of this.
Well, I must be different because I ate the pussy in damn near every scene I was in. Because Mama told me if you eat the pussy right, she gonna fuck you right. So
It's also supposed to keep you healthy.
yeah. I mean, but to be honest with you, I feel that any male talent should eat the pussy for one because you also gotta think females may not purchase, but they watch. They'll
100%.
watch a dude eat the pussy, hands
And
down.
I don't want to like say that all dudes don't. Like, I've definitely had some good experiences with men on set, but I just think I don't know. The same way they want our makeup running down their face and their cock
Yeah.
all the way down here. Like, I mean, we want
But,
it too.
but see, that's why you said more women need to be in the business. Because I've been saying this: women photographers, women producers, women. I know y'all saying he's pandering to women. No, I'm not. This is just a fucking fact. They film stuff from a woman's eyesight. So guess what she gonna actually got to do? I need you to eat the pussy because the filming is for men. Because 9 times out of 10, men are the ones that buy this shit.
Yeah,
If
100%.
not 10 times out of 10, let's keep it 100. And that's the reason why. Even when you think about the scenarios that come up, how many of them are actually woman thought of? Like I used to do scenarios where the woman was the boss, the woman was the aggressor, period. And that was like rarity because majority of the scenes back then was the guy was the aggressor,
Right.
period. So it was like to me to show that women is just as much as us, as dudes. They want it too. Period. But I just think more women should take control of their storytelling, period, and everything. So we about to have a little fun. And first question is, do we have any anal content?
Very little. I mean, I wouldn't even say yes. All I've done is like a little bit of training with thugs.
So you haven't done a full blown boy girl anal.
No, I have not.
And if you see the look on her face, it might not happen.
No, no. Honestly, I think curiosity is gonna kill me one of these days too.
It'd be funny. You end
What?
up doing it and loving it. And just remember I said watch. Cause she don't like the type to probably love that shit. That's though she doing gaping. I'm like, damn. She gotta come back on the show. We gotta have a
No, no.
conversation here.
Reel it in.
No, because see, the beauty of porn is it gives us the greatest discovery of our sexuality.
100%. It
Because you get
does.
to do things that other people might look at you sideways for. Because there ain't no judgment. And that's how we make our money. The nashier, the
100%.
freakier, the sluttier it is, the better it's gonna work.
Yep.
Period. So shoot, so have you thought about doing a gangbang?
No, I won't be doing any of them. Definitively.
This shit. No, it's not. To me, I tell females do what you don't do what you normally would do in your sex life, or you might be interested in trying. But I just suggest you to try it off camera first, like
Yeah.
anal. Do not try that shit first time on no,
No, no, no. No.
because you ain't prepped. It's gonna be a shitty day.
No, no, no. But no, I will not be doing any large group scenes. No.
Mm. But see, the thing about it is, I tell any female that if it's something that you don't, because I'm a firm believer, females that do it all make the most money and get the most opportunity. But if there's
Agreed.
things that you
Agreed.
don't do, the other shit may be so damn good that people forget. So with you, like when you think about the brand that you're developing, because you also sound like a lady that is a creator. You think it out. I'm pretty sure your scene's gonna become more elaborate after a while. You know what I'm saying? Where do you want to take your brand scene wise? And where do
You
you
know that
see Di- Di- uh, case Dacey Belle?
yeah.
Who is she going to be when it comes to this industry?
I get asked this question a lot, like what is my thing? Like what is my brand all about? And it's something I'm having a very hard time with. Because I'm too tattooed to be a MILF, right? Even though I am a real life mother, I do
Hold
real
up,
life
time
mom
out.
things.
You are
I
not too
never get
tattooed to be a MILF.
I don't get hired for any of that shit. And anything that I label as MILF does not sell with me. It doesn't.
But see, you on see you you're on the alt side.
Yeah.
You're on the alt side. So you can play that side very well, the alt MILF. I'm just saying. Period. Because you were tattooed up, you the hair color, you know what I'm saying? Plus the
Yeah.
way that you look is that sex appeal of, it like it like put it this way. She's the soccer mom that all the daddies jerk off to.
My favorite thing is when I go to the soccer field and a dad does a double take at me, and I'm always like incognito, and it's guaranteed because they're one of my subscribers. It's not because I go to the soccer field looking cute.
Hold on. I forgot one. And the
Okay.
mama secretly want to eat her pussy.
Ooh, I don't know. The mamas ain't nice about me over there, but that's okay. That's to be expected. I
They're
don't
like,
know.
yeah, she the
I,
one gonna give a good time.
I don't got a lot of mom friends, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna lean more into like some like gothy content, alternative type of stuff. Maybe you might see some BDSM content from me very soon, like mixed in to my more romantic stuff. I don't know. I might be on the verge of a rebrand you'll see coming after the summer.
Oh my goodness. So she,
Yeah,
because to me, I tell females, once you hit year 3, year 4, now you need to develop the character who is that person, that persona. Okay, it need to be a separation from who I am in real life and the persona. That's the biggest thing.
yeah,
I understand that that's kind of hard because of social media and everything, but it can be done. Period.
yeah.
Like for example, like I tell a female, your promotional pages, I should not see no selfies. Not really, unless you showing that you behind the scenes of a shoot. You know what I'm saying? Say that for your social media. Just my suggestions. I'm sorry, but to me, it's like, for example, I like seeing. If you notice, the fans want more storytelling now. It ain't just the
Yeah,
fucking anymore. Period. So, like, what stories would you like to tell from your mind?
well, look, it's interesting you say storytelling. It's not what I get the bulk of on my pages. What I get the bulk of is people wanting to feel like I'm their girlfriend. They want a personal experience. Okay. So it, I do much more sales of virtual girlfriend experience than I do video sales, actually.
Ah ha 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 ha. Now, think about what you just said with the virtual sales. Take that and put that to your content and watch what happens.
Well, so I started doing that actually, where like I'll download to myself a certain amount of what I'm doing with my virtual boyfriend for that day.
No, no, no,
And
no,
then
no,
I,
no, 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 no. You get with your male talents and do
oh,
he's your boyfriend shit. You know what I'm saying? Or even go or boyfriend, or you can do the little cheating shit here and there. But like I said, because you getting access with that voyeur, them voyeurs would love to see the actual you with a dude and you're playing that. You get where I'm coming from? Because like I
yeah,
tell females, it's like the key to this business is evolving each year and adding different type shit to your repertoire. Well, and that includes scenes. Like if you a female that's into BDSM, mm, by year 4 you might want to start doing some BDSM a little bit. If you got a fetish that you interested, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? And then I tell females, no, but little storytelling. Like I said, the boyfriend next door, yeah, or
mhm,
this, that, and the third. if you make stories that is relatable to the average person, plus you create yourself as a sex symbol.
I like that a lot. To kind of build upon what you're saying, I am gonna uh you might see some more like 80s style stuff from me. Like I might never have money for the pizza man or for the
Yeah,
electrician or like for the landscaper, like
yeah.
ever.
And see, yeah, because see, the thing about it is, people don't realize those. You want to be every type woman. If you're every type woman, you're catching every type man, and you're catching every type their money. Because if I'm a BDSM dude, I'm a dom, and I see her do a submissive scene, you caught my attention, fantasy, period. And trust me, to see her with that hair doing a submissive scene, that shit gonna be off the chain. I can just imagine it. I just love that hair. You know, at the library, flight attendant, the wifey next door. And plus, on top of that, like you said, you're getting the bigger companies. Those bigger companies like Brass and them, guess what they do? Role play scenes.
Yeah, I
So,
don't know if I have any interest in being in the mainstream though. I don't know if that's where I
nah,
belong.
but you want that mainstream money though. Yeah, I tell people, it ain't
Yes.
about being the mainstream, it's getting the mainstream money. What you do is you copy what the mainstream is doing. Perfect example. Like, I don't know, do you ever watch Tubi?
Yeah.
Okay, then. You see how much of those independent film creators, they're making it, they killing it on Tubi. But they're
Yeah.
filming it as if they're in Hollywood.
Yep.
As close as they can get it, if their budget can get it. It should be the same in this business. Period. Because at the end of the
Yeah.
day, it's like it's so many ways that ladies can make money, but that's not only just from custom videos and webcamming and stuff, also with scenes. I tell girls, he who has it all make the most money. So no, you ain't got anal, but you got everything else on that motherfucker, and make it so good they don't give a fuck if you took a dick in your ass or not. Period. So cause that I look at it, period. Because even to the point, I don't care. Even with cosplay, I tell females get into the cosplay shit. That's a market,
Yeah,
because go ahead.
I'm working on the we'll call it I don't want to like get like a copyright violation here.
Yeah.
I'm working on the horror wars,
Ooh.
like off-brand,
Yeah.
like light up swords and stuff.
Yeah.
I got in trouble already on a couple of sites for copyright infringement saying these things. So I'm saying it in code now. You know
Oh.
what I mean?
Oh
So
no
I'm
no no
gonna
no
be
no no. We can say Star Wars. I talk about Star Wars on here. I know you're
oh
talking about.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna be I'm doing like a Star Wars cosplay series called Horror Wars, but it's gonna be uh like it's gonna still be like in outer space and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. It's gonna be great. I've
See, that's
actually
what I'm talking about. And see, now I'm gonna tell you what's funny. I can't. Damn, I have to look them up. But there's this species on Star Wars that I'm sorry, I would fuck. Them the ones that got the tentacles on the back of their head.
oh yeah 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 yeah.
If any girl pull cosplay like that, I'm sorry, that shit is hot. That shit is hot. No, but I feel that females should pull into the cosplay, do the superheroes, the Star Wars, because also the key is to make yourself marketable outside of porn,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So with you, how much do you think within your marketability on how you market yourself, as far as in the business, as well as to position yourself to take opportunities that might not be within the porn business?
I haven't really thought about like outside the business. Quite
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I think what I will do eventually is take some of the money and go backwards and go back into real estate and start, hopefully, with God's good blessing, start buying rental properties again. I would love to leave my children property because they most
Mm-hmm.
certainly cannot inherit my online business here. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so I'm trying to have forward thought about maybe in the next 15 years, I'll be a woman who manages other women, and hopefully I'll have some property.
She said about she tried to get it on both ends, the
I am,
freaky and the vanilla.
I am, and I don't see why I can't. Everybody fucks. Some people
I
are just
mean,
more
yeah.
open about it than other people.
I mean, to me, it's they automatically assume that if you do porn, you're pigeoned in, and that's not the case.
Yeah.
You know, because there's people that have 9 to 5s, there's people that are married in relationships. Um, you know, there's people that run their own business, and it nothing limits you unless you allow it to limit yourself.
I agree with that. There's a book, absolutely my favorite book, by Mark Manson, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. It is the best book that anybody could read in any business or anything. It's just it's about how to not give a fuck about the shit that doesn't matter and go be a fucking happy success.
Yes. See, I
Yeah.
read Insurance Through All the Wars, so there you go.
Oh yeah, I read that. I read that actually. Somebody at one of my. I'm gonna put a light on here or something. Um,
It's been a long time since I read it, but yeah, it
yeah,
really
I've
opened my eyes to a lot of shit.
one of the first jobs I ever had. My boss gave me that book. Uh,
Yes, that's right, people. I do read. Oh my goodness. So shoot. So with you being a mom, with you doing this business, chasing it, how do you balance everything?
I don't every day. I heard someone say something about how like we're all juggling glass and plastic balls.
Yeah,
And as long as you keep the glass ones in the air, it don't matter if you drop some of the plastic ones. And
yeah.
that's literally every single day. The dishes don't get done every day. The laundry don't
Mm,
get done every day. But every day the kids are fed and they're healthy and they're happy and my fans are answered and that's
mm.
it. That's some
So
days it
how
don't all get done.
so how often do you film, and what do you film the most of to keep up with your updates?
I think I film solo every week, but with other people, probably only 1 or 2 weeks a month.
Mm.
I'm very strict about. I'm gonna turn the light on. One second.
Go
It's too
ahead, take
dark.
your time. Yeah. We get to see that booty. See how y'all doing. Don't worry, people. We gonna get her in this premium smoke room. We'll discuss it. But
So
go ahead.
I'm very strict with my TTS compliance. I only work with
Mm,
14-day tests, and because I don't like spending for 2 tests a month, I
mm,
tend to get tested as close to like a good collab, and then like I'll try to work that 14 days, and then I
mm,
don't work 14 days, and then I go
mm.
get tested, and then I do it all over again.
So shoot. So how much of a backlog you got right now?
I probably have like close to 350 minutes of unpublished video right now. Yeah, and that's not counting solo stuff right now. That's just stuff with other people.
Mm. So
I
now
have
it's
a,
good,
I have,
but see, it's good though because I tell people you never know what happens, so you don't want to look like you stepped away from the game when you actually stepped away from the game.
and it's also I think people forget about making solo content, and I think
Mm.
that like if
Oh no! Oh no! She's freezing. Please come back. It was getting good. Oh no! Her phone might have died.